Welcome back to Stars Unmasked, where we peel back the layers on the biggest names in Hollywood and Nollywood. Today we're talking about one of the most powerful forces in African cinema right now, Funke Akindele.
Oni school, Franca Lunje. Show you Tracy Tom Wego. Weju Lunjeli.
That's a beautiful name. Weju.
School, Tracy Lunje. So you wanna need to change your career because you want to pay Amy go. Mi ò kí ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ kí n lé.
Àmọ̀ pé náà ni. Àmọ̀ pé ọlọ́wọ́ TV.
If you've been anywhere near social media, cinemas in Lagos, Abuja, or even North America in the last few weeks, you know exactly why she's trending harder than ever. Her latest film, Behind the Scenes, has just shattered every record imaginable. We're talking the first Nollywood movie to cross N2 billion at the box office in West Africa, pushing past N2.28 billion and still climbing as of mid-January 2026.
With everything that I am going through, please tell me. Àbúrò mi kò lè dàrí bó ṣe kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀.
Okay, you work so hard, but somehow you just end up giving your money to the wrong people.
Real estate mogul, okay.
Baby, I won't bite you up. But I only just gave you money last week.
I saw my neck. You must settle.
Wọ́n béèrè fún PS5.
Whether now you be tiny or now you be candy.
Hello, Adéwálé the bastard.
Àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ń lọ Turkey lọ ṣe BBL, ẹ̀ ń lọ Yaba lọ ṣe BBZ.
Alátẹnujẹ wà àtìyàwó àtẹsọ́nẹ̀tì nìyí kò ní já.
You're just spreading yourself thing for friends and family who are just spending frivolously, spending your money just.
Hey, Victor, I won't take that.
Ọlọ́run ọmọ bó ṣe ń pín nǹkan ẹ̀. Orí ẹlẹ́dàá orí o.
Sorry, people.
That's not just a win. That's a seismic shift for the entire industry. But let's start from the beginning because to understand why this moment feels so massive, you have to know the woman behind it all. Funke Akindele, full name Olufunke Ayotunde Akindele, was born on August 24, 1977, in Ikorodu, Lagos State, Nigeria. Growing up in a typical Nigerian family, she wasn't handed stardom on a platter. She attended Grace Children's School in Bagada for her early education and later pursued mass communication at what was then Ogun State Polytechnic, now Moshood Abiola Polytechnic, where she earned her OND. From there, she went on to get a bachelor's in law from the University of Lagos, but acting was always calling louder than any courtroom. Her very first big break came way back in the late 90s when she landed a role in the UNFPA-sponsored sitcom I Need to Know. If you're old enough, you remember that show. It ran from 1998 to 2002 and tackled real social issues like health, education, and family planning in a way that felt fresh and relatable for young Nigerians. Funke played BC, this curious, super smart secondary school girl who asked all the questions nobody else dared to. It wasn't glamorous, but it put her on the map and showed she could handle thoughtful, message-driven roles. Fast forward to 2008, and everything changed with one word: Jennifer. The film Jennifer introduced the world to this bold, street-smart, larger-than-life character, a young woman from the village trying to make it in the big city, full of dreams, slang, and zero filter. Funke didn't just play Jennifer, she became Jennifer. The movie was a massive hit, and her performance earned her the Africa Movie Academy Award for Best Actress in a Leading Role in 2009. That award was huge. It validated her as a serious talent in an industry that sometimes overlooked comedic or local stars. She didn't stop there. Jennifer spawned sequels like The Return of Jennifer in 2011, and then the long-running TV series Jennifer's Diary, which aired for years and racked up awards left and right. Funke won Best Actress in a Comedy at the Africa Magic Viewers' Choice Awards multiple times: 2016, 2017, 2020, 2022. She's the most nominated actress and filmmaker in AMVCA history and holds the record for the most wins in her category.
I need to support. I need to give back. That is why I went to politics.
Right.
Getting into it, seeing the violence, seeing the shouting.
Yeah.
Then I started watching female politicians. You know, the way they speak, the mommy Abike Dabiris and co,
Yes.
the way they speak, and the way they command respect, authority.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you want no law, you can do it. And I stood, I spoke. I learned that from there, that you have to be bold, you have to be courageous, you have to be strong. What will be, will be. Fear will only put you in a place.
Jennifer became more than a role. It became a brand, a cultural phenomenon that Nigerians quoted in everyday conversation. But Funk is way more than an actress. Around 2016, she started shifting into production and directing through her company, Funke Akindele Network, FN. Her first big theatrical swing was Omo Ghetto, the saga in 2020, which grossed over N$636 million. That was impressive, but she leveled up year after year with a December release strategy that turned her films into annual events. Battle on Buka Street in 2022 did N$670 million. Then came the Billionaire Club. A Tribe Called Judah in 2023 crossed N$1.4 billion. Everybody Loves Jennifer in 2024 hit N$1.8 billion. Funke became the first director to consistently gross over $1 billion, and she is now the highest-grossing filmmaker in Nigerian history, with totals well over N$4.7 billion before this latest one. And now, Behind the Scenes drops on December 12, 2025, and it changes everything. This isn't just another hit, it's the movie that pushed Nollywood into uncharted territory. As of January 2026, the film has grossed over N$2.28 billion at the box office in Nigeria, Ghana, the UK, Ireland, and beyond, making it the highest-grossing Nollywood film of all time and the first to break the N$2 billion barrier in West Africa. Film One Entertainment, the distributor, called it broken and shattered records. It's still showing in cinemas, numbers are climbing daily, and it's not slowing down. But the global reach is what makes this even crazier. In North America alone, during its opening weekend, it grossed $305 across the US and Canada, $190,249 in the US, and $111,256 in Canada. It became the highest-grossing Nollywood release ever in those markets. Think about that, a Nigerian film outpacing expectations in Hollywood's backyard. Cinemas in Toronto, Atlanta, New York, London, packed with diaspora crowds cheering for Niger stories. This is Nollywood going truly international, and Funk is leading the charge. So what is Behind the Scenes actually about? Let's unmask the story without spoiling too much for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. The film centers on Aderonke Faniran, played brilliantly by Scarlet Gomez, a successful real estate mogul, a mother of two, who's known far and wide for her generosity. Everyone calls her Ronke or Ronka Fella because she's always there with the cash, the help, the support. Friends, family, employees, they all lean on her. But as the title suggests, there's a lot happening behind the scenes. What looks like a perfect, blessed life on the outside is quietly draining her. People expect her kindness so much that it stops feeling like generosity and starts feeling like obligation. She gives until there's almost nothing left for herself, neglecting her own needs, her own peace. The core drama comes from that tension. How far can one person stretch before they break? Ronke reaches a breaking point and makes a bold move, faking her own death to see who really cares, who shows their true colors when they think she's gone. It's a clever twist that uncovers betrayal, entitlement, greed, but also moments of genuine love and redemption. The film explores family dynamics, the pressure of being the provider in Nigerian culture, the illusion of wealth, and the emotional cost of always putting others first. It's relatable on so many levels. How many of us know that one relative or friend who's always bailing everyone out, but never gets bailed out themselves? Funke doesn't star as the lead this time. She steps back to produce and co-direct with Tunde Olaoye, but she appears in a key supporting role as Ada Tutu, the wicked elder sister who's all about taking. The main cast is stacked. Scarlet Gomez brings depth and realism to Ronke, making her feel like someone you could know in real life. Tobi Bakre is vibrant and hilarious as Adewale, the entitled lastborn who expects everything handed to him. Iyabo Ojo, Destiny Etiko, Uzor Arukwe, Uche Montana, Mr. Macaroni, Debo as Johnson in a heartfelt subplot, Ini Dima Okoji, Ibrahim Chata, They all deliver. Reviews praise the performances for feeling authentic, especially in the family arguments and emotional breakdowns. Critics have mixed but mostly positive takes. Premium Times called it emotionally engaging, culturally grounded, and unapologetically commercial. Funk understands her audience perfectly. Aphrodite said it's proof she's hacked Nollywood, even if it has flaws, because it explores wealth, obligation, and illusion in a way that hooks viewers. Some say it's creatively safe, sticking to the moral lesson formula Funk's known for. But that's exactly why it works. It's relatable, funny in spots, heartbreaking in others, and ends with a message about boundaries, self-care, and true family. One review summed it up. It connects with the heart, but doesn't always surprise the mind. And honestly, in a December cinema season full of big releases, that's what packs seats. Stories that feel like your own life. Now, let's talk impact, because this isn't just about one movie. Funk has topped Africa's box office for 3 straight years, 2023, 2024, 2025. She's the first filmmaker to do that. In 2025 alone, Nollywood cinemas hit a record $15.6 billion total, up 34.7% from the year before, and Funk's films are a huge part of that surge. She's proven theatrical releases can still thrive even as streaming grows. Her December drops have become cultural events. Families plan outings around them. Churches discuss the messages. Social media explodes with quotes and memes. Unmasking the real Funk. Behind the success is relentless hustle. She's a single mom to twin boys. Born via surrogate in 2018 after tough personal times, she's dealt with public scrutiny over marriages. Divorced twice, but she keeps it classy and private. She's ventured into real estate and politics. Ran for deputy governor in Lagos under PDP in 2023, though she didn't win. Through it all, she's built an empire, producing, directing, acting, mentoring new talent. She's not just riding waves, she's creating them. Fan reactions are electric. On Instagram, X, TikTok, people are posting cinema selfies, crying emojis over the family scenes, hailing her as the queen of Nollywood. Comments like, "Funke did it again," "Nollywood to the world," and "This movie saved my December." Even celebs are shouting her out. Mo Bimpe, others in the industry calling it historic. It's pride for Naija, showing we can make films that compete globally without losing our flavor. Looking ahead, what does this mean? More investment in cinemas? Bigger budgets for Nollywood? Funk's already teasing future projects. Behind the scenes is still running. Go catch it if you haven't. It's more than entertainment. It's proof that when we tell our stories authentically, the world shows up. That's the unmasked truth on Funke Akindele and behind the scenes. If this got you hyped, drop a like, comment your favorite scene or why Funke is queen, subscribe for more Hollywood Nollywood exposes, and share with your squad. Until next time, the masks stay off. Peace.